Welcome. I'm Megan Roosevelt, registered dietitian, founder of Healthy Grocery Girl, and spokesperson for Limoneira Lemons for Life. Agriculture is one of the most important industries in the world. However, have you ever stopped to ask yourself, where does your food come from and how does it grow? When people think of agriculture, often farming comes to mind. However, agriculture consists of over 20 million people and over 200 different job categories. Recent climate changes and society's continued interest in nutritious whole foods has led to an increase in demand for ag workers who have a science or technology degree. Agriculture students with a love for mathematics and engineering can put their skills to work, helping farmers grow more nutritious food with less water, waste, and chemicals. Today we are at Cal Poly in Pomona, California to talk about careers in agriculture, and I'm joined by three very special guests. And our first two guests are both students at Cal Poly Pomona, Jose Bautista and Irina Eilick. So Jose, thank you so much for taking time to join me today. So Jose, why did you decide to pursue a career in agriculture?
Well, agriculture for me is just such a huge field. There's so many opportunities. I don't come from an agricultural background, but when I got to school, I found out all these different subjects that you can study that I found so interesting. And agriculture is just so important, especially here in California, to provide food and all the products.
So Irina, thank you so much for taking time to join me today. Why did you personally decide to pursue a career in agriculture?
I really love agriculture because it's really gone from this small family farm to such a large growing industry. And being a part of those and keeping those values, I've always been born and raised eating fresh fruits and vegetables with my family. They're from Eastern Europe, so it's been a big part of my life. And I want to be part of this career where you're able to pursue that and keep those family values.
So what are you passionate about pertaining to agriculture?
My two biggest passions in agriculture are entomology, specifically pest control, and arboriculture. Pest control is one of the most important things in agriculture, I think, because millions of dollars are lost due to pests. And arboriculture has just been a passion of mine ever since I took my first class here at Cal Poly.
Irina, what are you passionate about pertaining to agriculture?
I'm specifically passionate to sustainability. That's been a really big part. I've taken a couple regenerative studies courses because I think agriculture is a huge part of our environment, and being able to coexist with those two worlds is a really big part.
So Jose, what do you love about Cal Poly?
Well, ever since I've been here, Cal Poly has just been a great second home for me. Their learn by doing has just been the best, I think, for all students. They have their own farm called Spodger Farm, where I've been there countless times, and I've learned so much from them, as well as other things in agriculture, such as livestock and the horses.
And last but not least, what do you love about lemons?
Ah, yes, lemons. Well, first of all, you can't make ceviche without lemons, and they add a lot of flavor to your food. And also, they're the first crop that I got to scout as an intern PCA as well.
Wonderful. Great answer. So what do you personally love about Cal Poly?
Well, as cliche as it is, our motto is learn by doing, and I really do agree with that. Whereas you can read something or you can write about something, but tangibly being able to experience it and really get your hands dirty is a better way to learn in my book.
So last but not least, what do you personally love about lemons?
Well, I think lemons are so versatile because you can cook with them, you can disinfect your countertops after, and then you can make a lemon drop martini. So I don't think that many fruits are that adaptable, and you can use them for everything.
So next we are joined by Dr. Kessler. She has her PhD in public health. She's a registered dietitian and the Associate Dean of College and Agriculture here at Cal Poly Pomona. So Dr. Kessler, thank you so much for taking time to meet with me today. And you have an amazing and fascinating background, and you've had a variety of international educational postings. How have your educational experiences here in the U.S. different from those overseas?
Well, thank you. It's my pleasure to be here. Actually, the first thing is really there's a lot of similarities. It was interesting when I was overseas, there was quite a diversity of students from different places, very multicultural. So very similar to what we have here at Cal Poly Pomona, which is very diverse. So that was a similarity. A difference is really in the Cal State system, we have a lot more accountability. We do a lot more assessment of whether we're being productive and efficient. We also have a lot more faculty input, such as if you want to start a class here, you don't just offer a class. You get input, you take it through different levels of approval. So there's, I guess, more involvement here than it would be, what I saw, at least overseas.
So from your perspective, how has agriculture changed since the start of your career?
I think in ag education, we have more emphasis now on technology. Although technology's kind of changed. Maybe before it was a shovel, wasn't technology. But now, with things like apps and UAVs, unmanned aerial vehicles, there's a lot of things that students need to take into account. So we really try to expose our students to technology, make sure they have open minds. Also in ag education, there's a much more emphasis on what they call soft skills, which have to do with communication, interpersonal skills, work ethic, professionalism. Because due to technology, we don't really know what's going to be at the job in 10 years from now, but we do know that those professional leadership skills will be important no matter what the job entails. So that's a change. Also, emphasis on sustainability is really an important change that we've seen.
So what are some ways that you think students can prepare themselves to be successful in their careers in the globally competitive career of agriculture?
That's an important question. There's several things. I think the first thing is for them to be open to opportunity, to look beyond themselves, to not be afraid to meet new people, go to new states, go to a workshop, a conference, just to be open and adventurous and accept all these opportunities, internships, and there's so many, it goes on and on. So we do try to encourage our students to do that. Also, I really think it's important that they emphasize communication. Obviously, written communication, verbal, also nonverbal. Nonverbal that you give out, nonverbal that the person you're talking to is giving out, and listening skills. I think those are also very important for our students to learn and to practice. And still the most important thing is integrity and hard work. They will be successful if they follow those two rules of being high ethics and hard work.
Absolutely, those are great tips. As you can see, agriculture is serious business, and as the world's population continues to increase, so does the need for more people working in agriculture. Research shows that the annual demand for high-skilled agriculture-related jobs is almost twice the number of students graduating each year, making agriculture a growing industry with a high demand for more skilled people. Thank you so much for joining me today. For more information, go to Limoneira.com. Join me next month as we talk about all the wonderful and delicious ways that we can enjoy lemons in the summertime, from barbecues to picnics, biking, hiking, and more.